Hello, welcome to Speech 101. This is the spring 2015 semester, and my name is Heather Siebert. I'll be your instructor this semester, and I'm so excited to meet you. I hope you have a couple of minutes to sit with me here, and we'll just chat about this semester. As a group, you all are a diverse group of students. There are high school students, your typical college students, and even some nursing students. There are college athletes, high school athletes, and parents of young children who are simply trying to squeeze in a couple hours of education at the end of a already jam-packed day. So this is a fun group full of unique interests and lots of things that are diverse, and it's going to create a really great learning environment. I'm sure, however, that what you all have in common is a healthy fear of public speaking and perhaps a little confusion about how a public speaking class works online. Well, today I'm going to tell you two things. First, public speaking is a learned skill, just like, riding a bike or learning how to make a layup and scoring on that awesome opportunity, or even a learned skill like baking a tiered wedding cake that's beautiful and fancy with frosting flowers and the whole 9 yards. And secondly, what I'm here to tell you is that this semester we'll have lots of practice, and I'll give you lots of tools to help you learn how to be an effective speaker. So as your instructor, I'm like a coach cheering you on as you learn these public speaking skills. By the end of the semester, I hope you'll find that public speaking is an awesome opportunity. While we're all here together, why don't you grab a cup of coffee? I've got my tea here, and there are 3 things I'd like to discuss with you today at the beginning of the semester. The first thing I'd like to discuss is our online platform, and that includes D2L, YouTube, and Twitter. The second thing we'll briefly discuss in this video is our semester speech projects. Third, and finally, I'll share with you a brief introduction about myself. I think it's fun that we get to know each other, and also my introduction will help you prepare your own introduction posts, as well as your any old bag introductory video. So let's jump right in. The first thing we're going to talk about is our online platforms. First and foremost, I hope that you log on to D2L and get used to this online platform that we'll use extensively for our class. D2L, or Desire to Learn, is like the landing page for online speech. And on D2L, you'll find lots of helpful information, including links on the front page to our agendas, our weekly assignments, email, the syllabus and welcome letter. That's all available to you on the D2L homepage. Then at the top, please notice the tabs that you can click on and go to from D2L. That includes probably the most important tab, which is the content webpage. On the content webpage, I have uploaded lots of helpful information for you, including tutorials on the annotated bibliography, the outline, tips and advice for delivery and preparing for your presentation. So that is all helpful information as you prepare your speeches. It also includes a lot of independent, self-directed learning. So be sure to give yourself plenty of time to click through these documents, use them, follow the tutorials as you do the assignments week by week throughout the semester. Also on the content page, I have uploaded on the tab for weekly support material the assignment descriptions for every assignment that we'll complete during the semester. Just like the syllabus, this part of the content webpage is organized by week, so week 1 through week 16. If you click on the tab for weekly support material and then click on week 1, you'll find all the helpful information for this week's assignments posted there. Week by week, it includes assignment descriptions, examples for the assignments that you'll be completing, web links and web videos that are fun and helpful as you complete your assignments, and also links to the Dropbox or the discussion posts or whatever place you need to go to upload your assignments. So before you panic and think that you don't know how to complete the assignment, make sure you go to the content webpage, find the table heading for weekly support material, and then click through each week by week to find the specific information that you'll need. Okay, so that's the content webpage, and be sure to look there before you send me any emails about assignment questions. The second part of D2L that's very important is the Dropbox webpage, and you can find that from the tab on the top of the homepage. The Dropbox is where you'll submit your assignments throughout the semester. What you'll do is go to the appropriate folder, and it's labeled with the assignment name, and it also includes the due date just in case you have any questions or concerns. When you upload your assignment, it's typically going to be a Word document. For all assignments, make sure you include a title page with your Word doc. Then save it according to the guidelines mentioned in the assignment description and upload it to the D2L Dropbox folder. The D2L system typically will send you an email to let you know that your assignment has been uploaded successfully. If after a while, before the assignment is due, you've decided that you want to submit a more edited or updated version, one that you've corrected and want to upload, you can simply submit it to the same folder, and I will always grade the most recently submitted version of your assignment. So what I do then is, when I'm ready to grade all the classes' assignments, I go to that Dropbox folder and I can open your assignment that you've submitted. Often, and most of the time throughout the semester, I'll open your document, save it myself, and type in comments to give you feedback about how to improve or what I hope to see for your next assignment, or ways that you can take my advice and even apply it to your speech or your next outline. So I'll save those comments in your Word document, upload it right back to the same D2L Dropbox folder, and you can access it later to read my feedback and my comments. So it's really cool how that works. We can communicate in that method, and I'll see all of your assignments in that way. The third part of D2L that you need to know about is the grades webpage. I will record each and every assignment's grade on that webpage. You can always see your grades plus my feedback, which explains why you received that grade, on the grades webpage. So you'll want to check that often and keep up to date on the grades that you'll be getting. I will be using D2L email, which is the last, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say the last. The D2L email is another tool that you'll need to learn how to use. And you can also ask D2L to send email updates to your primary email address to let you know that you have a D2L email. I encourage you to check D2L and your D2L email at least once a day so that you get all the full updates from me and from your classmates, and you can stay current in the class. Okay, I think this is finally the last part of D2L I want you to know about, and that would be the Communications tab. If you click on there and go to Discuss, that takes you to the forums where you will post your discussion responses and comment on your classmates' posts and just get a little bit of interaction going. It's a fun way to get to know your classmates. So by the way, when you're just learning D2L, don't worry about making mistakes. Before assignments are due, I encourage you to cruise around, click on the different tabs, the web pages, and see where it takes you. Click the plus and minus boxes to see what opens, click the links to the videos, see how your assignments are graded. All of that is available to you now, and the more you become familiar with D2L, the better off you'll be throughout the rest of the semester. So like I said, D2L is our landing page, it's most important. But we also use two other online platforms for this class. The second one is YouTube. YouTube is the location where you will upload your videos that you record for Speech 101. We all share a common username and password, which means that I can see all your videos and your classmates can watch the videos too. However, that also means that you need to be careful with the password. Anytime there's an error or a student prompts a reset, that means that the password is changed for all of your classmates, which is kind of a pain. So make sure you're careful with that, with the username and password. When you go to log on to YouTube and to upload your video, remember to give yourself plenty of time. With, say, 75 students using the same username and password, it can take a long time for a video to upload, so don't wait for the last minute. I've also posted helpful tutorials to the D2L content webpage that help you know how to record your video and upload it to YouTube. It's pretty simple. All right, so let's move on. The third and final online platform that we use for this class is Twitter. Twitter is fun, where we can have this social interaction that's informal and, I don't know, just not as weighted as the other online options. I use Twitter to, send updates about assignments, to let students know that I'm finished grading assignments and that they can find their feedback, to post fun videos and current event news articles that relate to our textbook. I also use Twitter just to post friendly, encouraging comments in a way just to let a student know, thumbs up, this was a really great assignment. And I also encourage other students to check out, say a speech video that a student has done really well. So I hope that you will follow me on Twitter and that we can enjoy this informal social interaction. All right, so to review, there are three main platforms that we use in online speech class. That is D2L, YouTube, and Twitter. So let's move on to our semester speech projects. There are three main speech projects that you will be given this semester, and they are first, the informative speech project, second, the persuasive speech project, and third, the ceremonial speech project. For each of these three speech projects, you will be following the same process of writing a speech, and this is where we really get into the tools of speech writing. You will submit a topic proposal. After that, you will begin your research using the USD library research databases to find academic journal articles. You will create a rough draft outline, which I will carefully read and offer feedback and improvement and suggest our ideas for improvement, suggestions in that matter. You have a final outline, and when it comes to the day of your presentation, you will submit your note cards, your video to YouTube. After the presentation, you will reflect upon your experience and consider ways that you can improve and things that you've done well. So those are the steps that we will repeat 3 times throughout the semester for each of those speech projects. Now, individually speaking, the informative speech project is a little bit different than the other two. You will create a narrated PowerPoint, which means that you do need to use Microsoft PowerPoint to create a presentation. Then you will create audio files to include your narration to go along with the presentation. The audio files need to be embedded into the narrated PowerPoint presentation, and then you have this beautiful end product, a narrated PowerPoint. It's a great skill to learn for your future classes and other professional experiences. Additionally, the narrated PowerPoint helps you get your feet wet into public speaking. It doesn't require an audience and you're not speaking in front of a camera, so it's a little bit more relaxed. The second speech presentation is the persuasive speech presentation, and this is really the cornerstone of our course. You'll be really just involved in investigating the pillars of public speaking, which include ethos, logos, and pathos. You'll be learning persuasive strategies. You'll be thinking about nonverbal communication and delivery and emotion and how you can influence your audience. You'll be doing a lot of great research for this speech too, because you need credible information to persuade audience members. The persuasive speech is a lot of fun. And third and finally, the ceremonial speech project allows for you the opportunity to research a famous person that you like and admire. It can be someone famous like President Obama, an actress like Jennifer Aniston, or even a famous doctor or scientist or inventor, any person that is well known and highly respected. You'll apply all the same speech giving skills that you've learned in the semester for this capstone presentation, but it's fun. You get to do it on someone you admire. It's a very great speech presentation. So for the persuasive and ceremonial speeches, you'll need to gather an audience of at least 3 people, 3 adults preferably, and give your speech in a professional setting. Okay, so those are the semester speech projects. In between them, you'll be writing speech evaluations. You'll be giving warm-up video blogs or vlogs to help you become comfortable speaking in front of the camera. And you'll be doing lots of discussion posts and hopefully engaging in a lot of great interaction with your students, your classmates. So you can see how this is just jam-packed, full, fun semester. All right, Third and finally, a little bit of information about myself. I'll repeat my name. It's Heather Siebert, but you can call me Heather. I went to the University of South Dakota for my undergraduate degree, and I studied communication studies with a double major in Spanish. As an undergrad, I was really interested in intercultural communication, and so I had the wonderful opportunity with my double major to go to Costa Rica and do some language study. I also traveled to China and I taught English as a second language in Taiwan. So my heart was really into learning other cultures and other peoples and studying communication all at the same time. Communication studies is a great field for that. After I graduated from USD with my undergrad, I continued studying at USD in the Communication Studies department for my master's degree. I continued studying intercultural communication, but this time I focused on the Lakota culture, which is important to South Dakota, as well as more information on the dynamics of being an intercultural person. Very interesting. My other focus was on family communication, and I wrote my master's thesis on the marital relationship as it is impacted by the birth of the first child. While I was studying for my master's degree, I began teaching as a graduate assistant, Speech 101. So that means I have been teaching this course since 2009, which is a really long time, and I love it. After my graduation from USD, I was offered this job to teach Speech 101 online, and I'm so thrilled to do it from my home. Hey, and that provides a great segue into my professional life. I am married to a web programmer. His name is Matt, and he works at USD. We have two beautiful children. Benjamin is 3 years old, and Evelyn, his sister, we call her Evie, she's 1.5. So I get to stay at home with my kids and work online. It's just an absolutely wonderful setup, and I'm so grateful to be able to do this. For my interests, I love holistic healing, herbs, essential oils, homeopathic remedies, anything crunchy like cloth diapers, natural birth, grain-free, cooking like the paleo lifestyle, raw milk. All these things are really exciting and fun for me. So so that's me. I love to be outdoors, to go on walks with the kids, to bike ride. We don't get the chance now that it's so cold, but as much as possible we go outside. And of course you have to know I obviously don't have it all together. I'm not very good at fashion or makeup, pop culture stuff, but thankfully I have a sister who keeps me up to date, and hopefully you can help me with that too. I'm not very patient. My house is usually clean once a day, but it doesn't stay that way. Yeah, so you guys know how it goes. So there you have it. That's a little bit about me, a crunchy mama who gets to teach Speech 101 online. Well, we started off today admitting that probably all of us have a healthy fear of public speaking and perhaps even some apprehension about taking speech online. Well, if you'll remember, I mentioned two things. First, that public speaking is a learned skill, and secondly, that this class provides you lots of opportunities and tools to help you learn how to become an effective public speaker. Public speaking is an awesome opportunity, and I think that you'll agree with me before the end of the semester. So I just am looking forward to meeting you and working with you, and so send emails. Let me know if you have any questions. So to review, the 3 topics that we talked about today were our online platforms, secondly, our semester speech projects, and third, a little bit about me. Okay, I'll see you in class. Bye-bye.